What? Vas-y, c'est parti.
10, 9, ignition sequence start.
Okay.
Hey, that was an attention getter, okay? Hi, everybody. Another episode of the weekly wedding blueprint. And today we have Annika Bledsoe.
Yes.
Okay, I got it right. Hi, Annika. Welcome today. We are so excited to have you on this podcast. This is actually my second podcast. So I have a little bit of experience. So our podcast is from, I'm going to give you a little bit of our background, and then it was a lot of your background. So we are a group of realtors. Our team is called God Spouse Need House. And we basically encourage newlyweds, if they are looking into buying a home, they can always reach out to us, and we are able to give them a discount as realtors, up to 10% of our commission at closing as a credit. And then our lenders, which is Fairway, they pay for the appraisal. And then the title company, they give discounted fees. And we all have to be in the same transaction to be able to get those incentives. So that's us. And this is why we are doing this, because we also want to let our brides and grooms, what we know out there, who's out there. If we know photographers, if we know a DJ, we just want to get that out there to our clients and show them that they have options, right? And you are a great option.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about your company.
So, Precision Photo Ops. I started this journey. Oh my goodness, quite a few years ago. I originally wanted to get into wildlife photography, and I found out that was kind of a dead end. It wasn't going to be a good career path for me. So I stepped a little bit into family photography and worked my way into weddings.
Wow. So was your family doing the family photography, the weddings? What is that kind of like what inspired you?
So it actually, it began more in an unexpected way. I had a long-term client who trusted me to capture a lot of her major milestones in her life. I captured maternity sessions, newborn sessions, milestones, their family events and holidays. So she brought up to me that they're probably going to get married soon, and she'd want me to capture their wedding as well. And to me, my brain started going 90 miles a minute, because I'm like, I'm not a wedding photographer. That's a little out of my ballpark,
Yeah.
So I got in touch with a lot of my photographer friends and asked if I could, come along on a few of their wedding trips, and if I could maybe get shown the ropes. And one of my good friends, Anthony, he brought me along to one of my first weddings, which I will never forget. That was one wild ride.
Oh my God. Why don't you tell us about that? That was actually my next question.
So their name was Andre and Celine. And this is where I kind of learned that weddings were a really fast-paced environment. Anthony told me, I need to go to the bridal room, and then I need to be over here to the groom's room. We've got to be getting ready shots. We've got to be doing this. So he was really thorough with me and gave me a shot list, which I actually use today in my wedding. And this is just a list that tells you of like, this is what we're capturing, this is what we need to get, and it helps you stay on a timeline as well. And we spent 12 hours. It was my first wedding. I spent 12 hours on that wedding. And by the end of it, I was exhausted, but I had such a pride feeling, like this is where I belong, this is my home, and I wanted to do it again.
So how long before so what is the difference with shooting a wedding? Obviously you have to be with them since the first moment, right? And all the event. How is that compared to what you were doing with the other type of photography with animals and, maybe newborns? Is that like newborns I'm guessing that it's like a short period of time because you want them sleeping or, they're babies, right? They hardly move. But
actually, with newborns, people think that it would be a short time, but I actually recommend doing about 2 hours minimum with newborns, just because you have to be really, really focused and patient with them, and being able to respect their space and respect that they don't want to be in certain positions. And sometimes they want mom overlaying in the prop that you're putting them in. So, you've got to give them the grace of being with mom and getting cuddles and getting food and maybe an occasional diaper change if they need it too. So it's really just being patient with them, and it's a lot slower. And it's more posed too. Like there's a lot more putting the baby in these certain poses for shots compared to when you do a wedding, which I do more of a documentary style.
Oh,
so I go in and I get the moments as they're happening. So I end up doing what I call my vulture circles. And this is where I go into the venue and I figure out like where I want to be. And I kind of just start doing this giant circle of, okay, I'm going to be checking in on bride. Now I'm going to go over here and check on guests. Now I'm going to go over here and check on groom. And I kind of just do these big circles. So I'm catching every moment because my eye never leaves the room, making sure I'm scanning everything.
That is so good. How do you manage that when you're doing all this vulture circles? How do you manage not to be kind of like in their moment, like, oh yeah, you were doing this, can you do it again? Or, do you just focus on the moments that are there? You don't have to tell them, oh, stand here and do this. And like, do you just capture more intimate moments that are naturally happening?
Yeah. So those are called candids, and that's what I really specialize in. And to not be in their personal bubble, I make sure I stay kind of on the outskirts, not in the crowd, not in their personal bubble. And I have lenses that, are specialty lenses to make sure that I'm a good distance away, but it still looks like I'm right here in their face.
Okay.
And that's when, I'm scanning the room and I'm making sure I catch all those moments. And like you said, as they're happening, as they're unraveling. And over the years, it's been a technique to learn, and one that you have to really have an eye of detail for already. I'm gonna have to say, so being able to predict the moments as they're happening. So you have a timeline, so that they're going to be at their ceremony. How the ceremony is going to unwrap. They're going to do their vows. They're going to do their rings. They're going to do a big kiss. So you're going to make sure you're going to position yourself in certain areas. That way you can be there for those exact moments too.
Okay. Do you prepare when somebody comes to you and say, hey, I want to hire you? And then, how soon, or what is your preparation process for the newlyweds? And to tell them, this is what's going to happen, what is the process? What do you recommend them before the big day?
So when someone comes up to me and inquires about wedding packages and photography and stuff like that, the big thing I recommend first off is doing a meeting, whether that's virtual, whether that's in person. That way we can talk and connect and make sure that we're on the same page, and I can provide the services that they need and understand what they're ultimately wanting for their wedding.
Okay. Do you talk, once you get hired, do you tell them like, hey, the wedding is in 3 days, I want you to just act your normal, don't, try to be like in this place and try to be on that place and try not to rush. Like, how do you manage to be in your shooting through the day that they feel comfortable with you and not, tense about like, oh my God, I can't be here, or I should be here, like, so that they can be fluent and during the day and not be worried about the pictures being taken.
So one thing I like to encourage with my brides is taking deep breaths and being in the moment. I always tell them that I'm there. A picture's worth 1,000 words, and I'm there to be their author. I'm there to make sure that all their moments happen, and their main worry is to just be there in their moments. They don't have much to worry about, and I do have talks with my brides throughout, I think there's a lot of, I have written down here one of the things I love to say to my brides. Hold on.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's amazing. See, brides? See? This is really good information for you guys.
Yeah. Hold on. So the one thing I like to tell them is they are good enough to be remembered, no matter how they plan their day. They have a perfect image of how their day should be. They think that things should happen a certain way. And realistically, nothing is perfect. Outside looking in, their guests see what they created, and it's perfect. It's beautiful. They don't know what was happening behind the scenes. They don't know what was supposed to be. And from there, I tell them that they're good enough. They're good enough to be remembered. They're good enough to be in those moments. Nothing has to be perfect.
Oh my God, that is beautiful. That is so nice. And that's true. I mean, it's their big day. Nobody else is going to live it as the way they're going to remember it, and just enjoy it. Enjoy it as much as you can.
They deserve to be celebrated and showered with love by the people that cherish them. And that's what these photos are going to be for, to look back on and to remember those special memories, to cherish them, to love them forever.
Oh, that is so sweet. Is it only you and your team, or do you have more members that help you out during a shooting?
It's really just me. I've tried to have other team members before, but they have moved their own ways. They've moved out of state. COVID happened to where, they stepped out of the game and tried to focus on a different part of their life. So right now it's just me. I would love to expand more, but I think that'll be more in the future. I do have a minister on my team. His name is Jeff, and he is amazing. He's done so many weddings, and I love him.
And so if any of the brides and grooms are needing of a minister, then they can just also reach out to you for that.
Absolutely. It's actually included in my packages. So usually when brides start looking for their venue, then they start looking for their photographer, and then the rest of the other vendors come with, your DJs, your caterers, your ministers and stuff like that. But I feel like that's one big thing I take off of their plate is offering an ordained minister in the package.
Okay. That is, hey, everybody take note of that. That's another important aspect of of our guest today. When you receive a client, or when somebody talks to you, like, you know what, I want to do my wedding this day, do you like to actually start building a relationship with your client, to make it easy for them to feel more comfortable with you? Is that something that you look into when meeting somebody?
Yeah. So that's part of the first meeting, and finding that spark with them, making sure that we have, a good relationship to continue communication. Because I'm huge on communication. Even if my brides book me a year away, I'm still popping in every so often and saying, hey, how is everything? Do you need anything? Can I track anything down for you? And, I let them vent to me. We talk one-on-one. We still go on coffee dates here and there to go over notes and make sure that we're still on the same plan. And I really get to just know them as an individual and understand their dislikes, their likes, what their ultimate goal and ideal wedding is.
When you captured this beautiful moments, are there any specific elements you focus on?
Say that one more time. You cut out a little bit.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
What do you think makes a wedding photo truly timeless? Are there specific elements you focus on?
So I really think what makes a photo truly timeless is being there in that exact moment. So not having it scripted, letting it unravel as it goes, not stepping in and going, hey, hold that, wait, hand up here, wait, do this. I think that's just, it's so posed, and like, you're not going to remember that. You're not going to remember all the silly poses that I put you in and how you put your hand here and stuff. What you're going to remember is how he looked at you, how he grabbed you, how he kissed you, how he put his hand there, and how he made you feel. And that's going to be shown in the photo when you see it. You're going to relive those feelings. You're going to relive those moments. And I think that's what truly encapsulates a memory.
Yeah. I mean, if I can see other photos, and you can tell right away that the bride is uncomfortable in a certain pose, or it's just not, it doesn't look normal. Right? It's like
it looks unnatural and cheesy, unrealistic, that would never really happen unless somebody came in and went, wait, let's do this.
Do you think that's kind of like a trend that stopped? Like, okay, this is not, I'm not going to tell you put your hand here or look at him this way, or, kind of like you think you're falling, you might fall, but just hold it for 3 seconds. Do you think that's like an old trend that as a photographer, that's probably just, that's, oh, let's jump into the new where I just want to see you normal. Do you? Yeah,
I definitely
like
feel
that, right?
I feel that's an old trend that just needs to step out of the game. I feel like people hold on to, this is an image we have to have. This is an image that, we're going to hold. And I think people just need to embrace themselves, embrace the moment, embrace who you are. Because again, like, you woke up as you are. People love you as you are today, not who you want to be, not who you're going to be, as you are. And I think that's a big one. And speaking of trends, one thing I want to touch on, one trend I'd like to see go, and this is a big thing with my brides and choosing a photographer. Photographers have started doing these styled model shoots where they go in and there's models there that are clothed in wedding attire. They have rings and stuff, and you can get photos of them. But the thing is they may have gorgeous photos. They may have, beautiful angles and stuff. But like I was explaining, between newborn and wedding photography, this is very slow paced. You are posing these people in the ways you want them to be. They're doing things as you want it done. So when you step into the wedding industry, it's really fast paced. You don't know where to start. You're wanting those poses. And I think that's where that trend starts in, hey, hold on, let's put our hand up here, let's do this, instead of encapsulating the moment.
Yeah. I feel like you want your pictures to be more intimate, you know?
Yeah.
Like this is, remember when we were doing this? Oh my gosh, she got this picture on this moment. Oh my, I can't, oh my God, I didn't even know that we were going to get a picture while we were doing this. Or, it's just the as a bride or as a client, I guess, even for weddings or whatever, I think when you hire somebody, you want special moments that you don't even know they're there, Exactly. Right?
They're going to be on your shot list. They're going to be, oh, wow, she actually caught this. You were in this place at this time, like you were saying.
Yeah. And sometimes you were like, I didn't know I had, I didn't know I was that pretty. I didn't know I looked that good.
Exactly.
I think that is, as a photographer, I think that's your magic, to see that, things that we don't see in ourselves.
Exactly. That's my superpower.
Yes. Are there any weddings that you have done that you're like, oh my God, I cannot believe that just happened? Any happenings, awkward things or interesting things that have never, crossed your mind happening? Can you tell us an experience that you had out of like, I can't believe this just happened?
So I remember I had been hired for a wedding, the Garcias, and I had walked into the bridal room and I could already feel the mood was not there. And when she had turned around, she was distraught. She had obviously been crying. Oh. I immediately was like, oh my gosh, what happened? I could see the cancellation was on the table and stuff. And I found out her makeup artist had canceled last moment. Her dress delivery was late and was not answering her calls or anything. And she was at that point just panicked, like, what is she gonna do? So I put my equipment down and stuff, and I said, do you have makeup? And she's like, yeah, I've got some makeup. I think my aunt has some. I think my grandma's got some. I said, let's put our makeup together. I said, I'll do your makeup. And I said, you've got a light complexion. We'll do some pinks, and we'll do some light makeup and emphasize, because she had blue eyes and stuff. And so we're going to emphasize that. And I ended up pulling it together. I tracked down her dress people and stuff. It unfortunately had a stain, but usually venues have steamers for their own equipment and stuff like that. So I tracked down the manager. I got a steamer. We were able to lift the stain mostly. And she still continued on with her day. But I think that
you were her favorite.
Actually, she wrote a testimonial on my website. It's on my front page, and I think every time I get onto my webpage and I see that, it's a flashback to that. It's just such a meaningful experience for me, knowing that I try and be more than a photographer. I really do. I try and be your best friend, your cheerleader, your teammate. Like, I'm here to make your wedding happen. I want the best for you. So if I have to jump in and be your makeup artist or do your hair or help you find a vendor or give you tissues, buy you coffee, whatever it is, I'm here.
That's so nice. Thank you. That is very nice. A lot of people just, step on the side and see how things can go really south. And yeah, you're a great support. Thank you for being like that. That is
It's
so
how it should be. I really feel like it's how it should be. It takes a village, and
Mhm.
that comes with more than just raising kids. That's just basic in life. When you're doing events, we all come together, and we should all come together and be a family, a team, like make this happen.
Yeah. Oh my God. So I can see you put in a lot of your emotions as well during your sessions. How you're feeling, how that cup was making you feel. You're more about feelings. I can kind of like perceive that.
I definitely am. You don't know how many times I've been crying behind the camera, wiping tears, going, "This is so beautiful."
I don't know what it is with weddings. I always cry too. It doesn't have to be a wedding of my family or anything. I'm like, oh my God, I'm just tearing up right now.
Exactly. And I think it's because we get to know them so personally. We understand how meaningful these moments are for them. So, like, it's meaningful for us as well.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, you like weddings. I can tell.
I love things. It's
Yeah.
my home. It's where I belong.
Okay, that's nice. How do you deal when weather? Monsoon season, let's say that here in Arizona there's a lot of unpredictable weather during that season. How do you manage when you're like you're at a party and all of a sudden there's this gush of wind and oh my God, everybody's trying to make it work? How do you manage that? Do you
I've been in one of those weddings before. It was an outdoor celebration. It was a little small elopement in I think it was her grandparents' backyard. And it was during monsoon season, but the forecast had promised blue skies. It was going to be nice and clear. But as we started getting ready, the clouds started rolling in. And by the time we were done with the getting ready, it was already gray. You could smell the rain on the air. She was panicking. And one thing I want to tell brides too is if rain happens, don't panic. This is good luck. Like, the phrase tying the knot comes from a hand fastening ceremony where they would tie the couple together and pour water over the knot because it would strengthen the knot and strengthen their bond.
Wow, okay.
So when you have rain on your wedding day, when you're tying the knot, it symbolizes more strength in your relationship. But when that happened, it started raining as the ceremony started. So luckily she had a tent, and we started moving aside tables and chairs and getting everybody put inside the tent. It was a small one, so I had to use an umbrella on the outside. But I'm capable of using my camera and holding an umbrella and being able to maneuver myself and still get everything I need to.
You make it happen one way or another.
We'll make it happen. Rain or shine.
Wow. Yeah, I thought about that right now. I was like, we're in this the monsoon seasons. That's right. And I've seen it with when we're on a party and all you see it's the once that wind starts going, everything starts flying.
Yep.
Yeah.
It all starts going. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Are you in multiple? I'm assuming multiple states.
Say that one more time.
I'm assuming you're in multiple states, not or just here in Arizona.
I'm just here in Arizona.
Just Arizona?
Mm-hmm. I travel all throughout Arizona though, and okay. Arizona should be multiple states in itself. It snows up north, but it's 112 down here.
That's what I tell people is you can take a 2.5 hour drive, see the snow, and then come back to 75-degree weather. And a lot of people don't get it. They're like, I'm like, that's one of the many benefits of living here and being so close to California. That's an easy drive or flight. But yeah, you can get in one day. You can get a lot of different vibes going on in Arizona. It's pretty cool to have that.
Crazy. Arizona's bipolar. Like I said, like it could be blue and sunny. The next hour it's rainy and cloudy. The next hour it's 100 degrees again.
Yeah.
Welcome to Arizona.
It can be. Yeah.
Jeff, I didn't see you there because I closed so I don't like to see myself when I'm doing.
Well, it keeps getting darker, so I can't even see.
Like, where is that voice coming from?
Yeah, I'm just enjoying you asking questions. I'm learning.
Hey, you can jump in whenever you can, please.
Yeah. So.
Oh, poor Jeff.
Last time you see you either, Jeff. Hello.
This is Jeff with Fairway. He is our preferred lender. He also is one of the main persons that are people that make this happen. So thank you, Jeff. He is 100% on board with us, and we have all of his support.
That's awesome.
Well, again, it all goes back to team. Even with your clients, I say that a lot. I said, listen, we're all, you included, we're all a team right now. That's really what it is, and it's. I said this morning to someone. I said it's not very difficult. It's just communication, or very much like Fairway is. I've never been in a company where everyone anticipates everybody else's needs. It's like you just know when to act, when to come in, come out. Even our team, we never really had a set structure. It just it fell into where it needed to. We fell into our own lane, but not only us as a team, but a company too. You just know when you're needed, and again, anticipating those needs without having to be asked. I've never experienced anything like it in my whole career. It's pretty incredible, and again, that's culture too. So whether it's you, Annika, having different partners that attach to what you're doing, I mean, you're pretty much unstoppable when you have great partners, and it is truly a team. So
yeah. I love it. I get to know new people. Annika, who would have known? I'm talking to you. I'm learning from you. I'm listening to all these amazing experiences that you have. I'm picking your brain a little bit. Knowing what you know. Learning from you. This is amazing. And I think people are realizing that. It was so funny. I was looking at, I think I was watching with my husband, how radio used to be back in the 1930s, I think. And this was in Mexico. And it was kind of like this, just with no cameras, no electrical devices, but a microphone and a script, because they were telling stories on the radio.
Bantering back and forth.
Yeah. I was like, hey, that's like podcast back in the days. Yeah, this is amazing. Yeah, and it's nice that we can actually record this and then have people watch us over and over again and get and
go back and get the information and go back and clarify certain things or ease their brain. This is really cool.
Yeah, it is. So now that we're talking about devices, do you use anything that elevates your business that you have found that it's better to use now? Like, how devices, upgrade every 6 months, I think, something like that. Do you stick with those upgrades, or do you like more kind of like the old school kind of like recording? Like, what do you do to up your game, basically?
So I do stay on top of the technology. About every 2 years, I try and, revamp my camera, my lenses and stuff like that. Whether that's going in and getting it fixed or just making sure all of its parts are working accordingly, making sure it's maintained, bringing in my lenses, making sure they're maintained and, up to par 100%. Maintenance is big. But also I try and make sure I'm on top of the latest equipment too. Like right now I'm running my Canon R6 mirrorless, and mirrorless is one of the newer style cameras on the market. And I found it's been a huge game changer for me in many aspects. When I ran my mirrored camera, I would constantly have to have a light source in order for that to refract back on the mirror and give me the appropriate pictures. But with my mirrorless, I don't have to have that. It creates its own light, it creates its own dynamics, its own apertures, and it makes it happen. So I feel like that's a big game changer for me, not having to carry around 1,000 lights or flash, which is annoying. People don't want flash in their face. So I feel like not having that is big as well. It's not distracting either.
Yeah. And then we go back, right? If you use those kind of flashes, wouldn't it be like more staged, like something that's being done rather than having something, naturally happen?
Exactly. And that's just it. You run more into those staged photos. You run into more of those people looking at you because they're distracted. The whitewash. It's just annoying.
Yeah. Do you think this is kind of like a topic that should help couples kind of question when they're looking for a photographer? Kind of like, obviously we're not the professionals. We don't know about, as the clients, we don't know about cameras or anything like that. But do you think it's something important that they should ask about? Like, how do you have multiple cameras? Do you have that flash? Is that something that you suggest, or what is your recommendation for the public when they are choosing a photographer?
I think when they're choosing their photographer, definitely make sure that they understand their equipment. They understand their equipment. They understand what they're running. They understand, I just pulled a blank. I'm sorry. They understand the maintenance of their camera and stuff as well. And as well, I would definitely, I feel like everybody has their own taste and style. So I can't say that mirrorless is the best, whereas mirrored is not. I feel like some people like the older style flash photography, the older style film photography and stuff. So just make sure like your photographer has the equipment that's going to fit your ideology. Make sure that you're, going to get what you're wanting. But also check to see if the photographer has a good background. Like when you look at their photos, is it just portraits, or do they have pictures of people on the dance floor? Do they have pictures of people, in the crowd? Do they have pictures of, just these random moments happening? They're the small details to the big details. Make sure they don't just have portraits. That's one thing I want to emphasize, and I feel like a lot of people have gotten gypped on because you're running into photographers that don't have wedding experience if you don't see their background.
They have an iPhone. iPhones, okay, people, no iPhones. Get somebody with the proper tools.
I find that really funny because I actually just ran across that I think like a week ago on Facebook. Somebody's like, hey, I just got the new iPhone, blah blah blah, I want to get into wedding photography. Who would let me film their wedding photography for whatever price it was? And I'm like, I have so many questions right now, because the big thing is when you have a professional camera like that, the megapixels and the file quality is different from a phone quality. So like it wouldn't even upload the same. It would be really grainy. You wouldn't be able to keep that forever.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure there's that Apple has, other things to attach to the phone, but again, just get the professional. Yeah.
Don't for the biscuit, man. Don't do it.
Yeah. Don't. It's your special day.
Exactly.
Special. Have you had anybody tell you like, oh, this is what I saw on Instagram or on Facebook or whichever, social media they use? Can you make it look exactly like this? Do you think that's a good idea, or should they just stick to, rather than being trendy, just stick to make your own memories?
I think trends are fun, and they're fun to incorporate in the weddings, especially if you're doing your portrait hours. So during your portrait hour, you're going to have portraits that are going to be posed, you know, specifically designed for them, you know. So when they're picking out trendy little things, I definitely recommend putting a twist on it. Put something that's them on it. Like, don't try and copy another artist's work. I feel strongly about that too, about the copyright. Like, I really try not to do that. Try and make it unique in your own way. And your photographer can help that. You know, if they really understand who you are as a person, they can be like, hey, let's do this, but instead of him doing this, we can do it this way, you know?
Yeah, and I think maybe, you know, do you think this is how photographers have evolved during the years? Kind of like, let's make it, you know, more fun. Let's make it more unexpected, you know, and yeah, let's just be you again.
I definitely feel more photographers are getting into let's be you, kind of like that style. And I'm really loving this era, because this is really encapsulating what people are. Like, we're not perfect, you know. Filters and stuff on people where they have heavy makeup and everything like that. Like, it's not necessary. I think everybody's beautiful in their own way, and they need to embrace that.
Yes. Is there any work from other photographers that you get inspired about, or not really? It's just your work.
There's not any specific photographers I can point out, but I do follow a lot of photographers, and I like to look at their work and be like, hey, that was a really cool idea. You know, I think I'd like to do this, but maybe like a Western style, or, you know, we could add boots to it or something, you know? So yeah. I try and stay on top of the trends. I try and stay creative and my brain open.
Yeah. Not just like not a script, like, oh, this is that, now this and that. Yeah. That's pretty cool. Do you have like a bucket list of your, like, a dream wedding location that you would like to, you know, have a session, or, you know, a venue or something? What's out there that, you know, like, oh my God, if I can do this, I would love to work at so place. And, you know, maybe, I don't know, maybe what's your dream as a photographer, you know, doing one day a session? You know, maybe it's even a famous person. Who would you like to?
I'm gonna be honest, I don't keep up with the Joneses very often, so I don't know too many famous people. If somebody hired me that was famous, I may not know them. That may happen. But as a dream photography, I love destination photography, and I fell in love with the national parks and like their beauty. I really think doing one wedding at every national park that we have here in the U.S. would be really cool. Adding one to each, like a check-off list. I think that would be awesome. And ideally, I think if I had to choose one, maybe a wedding in Yellowstone. Definitely Yellowstone.
I was thinking the same thing. That is so crazy. I was like, you know, being in the background and having all those kind of like, what are they called?
Bikes and stuff.
Yeah, like coming out, and, you know, oh my God. That's so interesting.
We'll send the wildlife invitations. Everyone's invited. Strongly encouraged to be in the background.
Just don't breathe the gases, please.
Exactly.
Oh my God, that's so funny. I was just going through. I was like, oh my God, Yellowstone. You know, when one of those is it gushers? What are they? I don't have the right. Geysers. Yeah, imagine standing in front of it. Yeah, and just because all the colors and everything, just the scenery is like.
Yeah, it's stuck between that and like the the Redwood National Forest. That between those two.
It's beautiful. I was there probably, I was 10, 12 maybe.
Do you remember their land bridge over there?
I probably don't, but we did hug one of the biggest redwoods.
That's cool.
Yeah. I think that's our memorable picture as a family that we have, actually.
I'm like, and that would be a memory to have for the couples, them holding a tree together. That'd be cool.
That's beautiful. Yes. Love it. Yep. Listen to her, people. That's her dream locations. That is so beautiful up there. Gorgeous.
I agree.
Yeah. What can I, is there any other information that you think is helpful for newlyweds for their big day? Kind of like so that they, because for many, it's the first time getting married. They don't know what to expect. They don't know who they're gonna get called. Is there any advice that you can give them based on what you've seen, and maybe can help these couples?
So, kind of emphasize this on the beginning, and I want to say again, let go of any pressure to create a perfect wedding day. It's really easy to get caught up in the idea of how things should be, how things should look, how things ought to be, what people expect. And I really think that your wedding day will be perfect in its own way. What you collect and what you create and what you make is going to be a memorable experience no matter what, because you have each other. This is a day that you guys unite and are coming together stronger as a couple. So hold on to each other, not on your thoughts and on the idea.
That's beautiful. Thank you, Annika. You're a beautiful human being. Is there anything else that you would like to add?
After the wedding, when you guys are planning your future and you're starting to race towards those goals and trying to get there, remember what matters is what's in front of you, what's happening in that current day. Remember to take each day as it comes. And while planning your future is important, don't forget to enjoy the little moments together. I definitely think that couples need to help each other more through the tough times and give each other hugs and, help each other up. It's not a race of who's going to get to this goal first. Your relationship is a partnership, and you guys need to arrive to the goal. And on your journey together, happy, fulfilled, and stronger with each step.
Thank you. That's so nice.
Very nice.
Yeah. Jeff, would you like to add something?
To that?
To anything, whatever.
Anything. Say something. Hiding
Say something. You're just hiding there.
Do you so other than the wedding photography, is there other, or did you say this before, other photography that you do other than the weddings?
So I specialize in weddings and large events. That's what I focus on. But in between all that, I do family, I do maternity, I do pets, I do everything. I'm the jack of all trades in photography.
That's great. And did you say this earlier too? How long you've been in the arena?
Been in here 8 years.
Okay, that's great. That's great. Well, you can tell you love what you do, which is important, and people can tell, people can feel that, and I think it helps. I think, like you said, affiliate. It is. There is on the wedding day. There is a lot of wonder and sometimes stress, and just you want everything to be perfect. And again, having a genuine person that really does. You can really tell that they care. They're not just going through the motions or making them feel like it's, it's very, what's the word? Transactional. I think that's a big thing, because just you can see a lot of that in life, or people's friendships, relationships, anything transactional. It doesn't feel right, and it feels forced, or it just feels there's no depth to it, there's no color to it. You can feel that, especially if you're a very emotional person, or someone that needs that in their life, or has a lot of that in their life that can't be missing from that day. And like you were saying before, you kind of step out of the photography role, and you're able to, I don't know if the word's compensate, or just just fill in anything that, again, back to the whole anticipating someone's needs. That's what you're doing. You're like, listen, I know I'm behind the camera, but now I'm not. Now I'm behind you. And that goes a long way, because you are able to step out of that frame, and not a lot of people can't. And again, it's, as I'm sure you could tell me more than I can tell you, there's a lot of emotion going on, and there's a lot of things that aren't always going to go the way that you want them to. I always like things to go exactly how I want them to, but I know that that's not reality. And when it doesn't happen, people can get, a little off balance. So that's good. And you can tell just from hearing you speak on this, just that you're that way. So that's important for sure. That's good that you do others as well.
Yeah.
Thank
you. That's good vibes coming to you.
Very good vibes. Very good vibes. It's all about the vibes.
Yes.
For sure.
Yes. Annika, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for, giving us with a little piece of who you are and what you do. I really enjoyed this. Thank you, Jeff, again. Yeah. And, do you guys want to wrap it up? Do you want to add something else?
I think we touched on a lot, and I also have to extend a thank you for this opportunity and inviting me here. This was a really, really fun first podcast that I've done personally, and it was great meeting you both, and wonderful. This is just a wonderful experience. Thank you.
Yes. Would you like for our audience to know where to find you, how to get a hold of you? We're going to be obviously giving your information out, but are there any other ways where they can get information from you?
I honestly can be found on Facebook through Precision Photo Ops. There's a dash between photo and ops. I can be found on Instagram, Precision Photo, then there's a period in ops. And you can look me up on Google. It's got all my information there, my phone number, my email, platforms, questionnaires, anything that you need to get a hold of me and to make sure all your answers your questions are answered. There's the dyslexia. I knew it was going to happen once in this.
Oh my God, that's so fun. Okay, well, again, thank you so much. I'm so happy to be part of your first podcast. This is fun. Yeah.
Thank you.
Alrighty. Well, thank you so much. Have a great day.
You too.
Bye, guys. Next time.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.